NT-certified here, and I just stayed up extra late to watch the Nintendo Switch press conference, or whatever, the Nintendo Switch presentation 2017, whatever it's called. And I had to do this just after it was done. I mean, I'm up and I was all amped up to see it and everything, and I just want to go through everything, and I even wrote everything down just so I could, just give a live reaction just after the conference is done. So I was super excited and happy that Nintendo was, taking the next step and moving on to the next system, because we all know that the Wii U was doing very poorly. So I was very excited and ready for Nintendo to move on to the next thing, and just give us what we want and give us games, from some trusted franchises and some third-party support, and just something cool, something that they could stand up against, Microsoft and Sony, and I just didn't see that. I mean, Nintendo's still trying to be their own thing, is what I'm seeing, and I just don't see a lot of mass appeal coming with that. So if you haven't already watched the presentation and you plan to, and you don't want it to be spoiled, you probably shouldn't watch the rest of this video, because I'm about to go through everything that I feel. I'm going to go through everything, pretty much. So the Joy-Con controllers, okay. I think they're actually pretty cool. They're nice and compact. They go in the palm of your hand, and them having different colors, like a red and a teal, or red and blue, or whatever, and a black, I think it's a cool thing to have. You have two separate color options for the Joy-Cons, and I think that's cool. I mean, eventually they're probably going to release a different color system or something like that somewhere down the line, so look forward to that at some point. But I'm still gonna buy the launch version. I'm just gonna get the all black console with the black Joy-Cons. But they're very intuitive. They're really cool looking, and it seems like they do a lot of cool things. I mean, the ice thing where he was shaking with the ice, the 3D rumble and stuff. I mean, I really don't care about that stuff, because it really doesn't matter to me. So two of the games that use the Joy-Con controllers, one is called 1-2 Switch, and it had like a cheesy intro where two guys were doing like a high noon, like a standoff, like who shot the other person first. But once they got into the actual video and showed some more of what they're going to do, it seems like there's some cool things that you can do with the controller. But typical Nintendo is going to be similar to like the Wii, where they want you in motion, they want you moving, and I just think that was like a one-shot deal at this point. I don't think anybody's looking for, motion controllers and stuff like that. I mean, even with VR, most people aren't playing their VR headsets. I mean, they purchased them and thought it was cool, and myself, I have one sitting right next to me right here. I mean, I played it for the first week that I had it, and it's a good attention grabber for when I have friends over, but otherwise, I don't play it. I don't do a lot with it. Too many wires or whatever. And the other game was called Arms. Now, if 1-2 Switch and Arms were put together into like a package game, just like Wii Sports was, then maybe it has a chance. But I don't see Arms as a separate game selling for a price like $59.99, if that's even what they plan to do. I mean, maybe they'll decide to sell it for $29.99, but I don't see it being a deep fighter. I see it being more of like a Wii Sports Boxing or something similar to that. So I'm not really excited about those two games pretty much at all. They went over Splatoon 2, which is great. Splatoon is a great game, and I was looking forward to seeing something, either a port from the Wii U over to the Switch or a brand new, and they came up with the brand new, and that's great. Having dual welds is amazing, but it's not out until the summer of 17, so it's not a launch title. Would have loved if it was a launch title. The second game they showed was Mario Odyssey. Mario in the city? What? That's completely, off the radar. I did not expect to see that at all. Him going to different, different lands and doing different things. Looks like he has a lot of new moves, so it's always good to see a good Mario game. And that's not coming out until Holiday 17. So another potential great launch title, not coming out when the Switch launches on March 3rd. They showed Xenoblade 2, which is also a Nintendo staple. Another great game. In Fire Emblem Warriors, I didn't see any release dates for either of those. The next game was Dragon Quest 10 and 11, which is Japan exclusive apparently, but then they announced that there's going to be 1 and 2 also released, but they didn't show the release dates for that, so I assume that 10 and 11 is Japan only, and 1 and 2 may be Japan only too. That's possible. There's Shin Megami Tensei is going to be released on the Switch, which is a pretty cool game. I have it on the 3DS. I mean, it is what it is. Octo something Traveler. It looks like some type of like indie game. Wasn't really interested in that at all either. They did show Skyrim as one of the big third party games. I mean, that's actually pretty cool for people who don't have an Xbox, people who don't have a PS4, you don't have a PC, and you are a Nintendo fan. That's a great game for them to have. That should sell, more than a few consoles having Skyrim on the Nintendo. That's pretty big for them. Next is FIFA. Give or take, if you're going to play FIFA, you're probably going to play it on the PS4 or you're going to play it on your Xbox. More than likely, you're not going to buy a Nintendo Switch to play FIFA. That's just my opinion, and that's how I feel about it. And then the very last game they showed was Zelda Breath of the Wild. Of course, the game that everybody is looking forward to, but that is the only game they announced for launch. They didn't announce any other games for launch, just one game. Now, I feel like this was Nintendo's chance to wow everybody, to show us what the Switch was all about, what big games are coming out, get us excited, and I don't think that they did that. I mean, advertising that the Switch is going to go to all of these different cities and people can try it is one thing. I know they did that with the NES in New York and stuff like that, but I mean, you really can't recreate that anymore. Everything is online. Like, people stream. We stream. We watch YouTube. We watch Twitch. I mean, that's what we do. Everything's on the internet. So while everybody's watching, and I watched it on YouTube Live, and there were almost 500,000 people watching the stream, why not show us what we're getting when the game launches? And it launches in less than 2 months, less than 60 days. We'll have the Switch in our hands. I mean, I'm gonna buy a copy because, I mean, I get every new game system. But for people who are on the fence, I don't think Nintendo, I think they dropped the ball. I really do. I mean, I love them to death, but I don't know what's going on with the company. So that's just my quick rundown of the Switch press conference. I'm not really happy about it. We'll see if they, sway my opinion in the coming months. But for right now, I mean, it's another Nintendo console. It's another Wii U, in my opinion. It's a game with a gimmick, and that's pretty much it. Not saying that that's a bad thing, because a lot of people do like the Wii U. I mean, I enjoyed my Wii U when I played it, but I mean, my main system is my PS4 and my Xbox, and it seems like that's the way it's gonna be for right now. So when you get a chance to watch the press conference or the reveal or whatever it is, if you haven't gotten a chance, please do so and let me know in the comments. As always, send me comments in the bottom, like, subscribe. I'm NTCertified. I'm gonna get to bed because I get up early for work in the morning. Everybody, thanks for watching and have a good night.